this is Bobby with Bobby Stamps, and this is my free make and take packet number 1 for December. So how this works, if you spend $25 with me in the month of December and use the hostess code, you will earn this free packet. If you spend $35, you earned the second make and take packet, and if you spend $50, you will earn all 3. So directly following this video, I'll have card 2 and card 3 to show you what those are. So it's $25 you earn this one, $35 you'll earn packet 2, and $50 you'll earn packet 3. And this is how I package them up. And so I put what it is, who it's from, the card, and then that way you know exactly where you got it from if you don't have time to make it right away. So our card base is soft suede, and I'm just gonna burnish my score mark, and then I have a piece of garden green that is 3 by 4 3/4, and then I'm gonna send you a piece of DSP that is 2 3/4 by 4 1/2, and this is from the poinsettia paper stack, the 12 by 12 paper. I had quite a bit of that left over from a Christmas card class. Kind of ordered more than what I ended up needing. So you'll just layer that piece onto there. I'm going to open this up. So this is going to be my card front. I'm going to put a piece of scrap paper right here. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm using the Wishes and Wonder stamp set. So I'm going to use soft suede ink. And I'm just going to take this image, and I'm only trying to get around the side. Like, I don't really care about right in there because it's not going to be visible. So I just kind of did one of these things, just kind of, and then I did the bottom and around this side just in case it showed through. So just basically the perimeter is what I did. Okay. And then let me fold that up. I will send you also your label, and that comes from the Stitched So Sweetly dies that I just dropped on the floor. Or I'm sorry, it's this one, the Stitched So Sweetly dies. And then your sentiment label comes from the Tasteful label dies. Okay, so now we're just going to take our deer, and then you're just going to stamp that pretty much right in the center, and then the sentiment in soft suede as well. And just put that right in the center like that. Okay, and then I also sent you the linen thread, and I've already got mine cut, so I can tie it in a bow here in a minute. So let's go ahead and put some adhesive on the back. And then I'm putting it in the lower right-hand corner. I'm not trying to center it. I'm actually offsetting it, kind of like that, okay? And kind of wondering if I want to try to put a piece. I'm afraid I'll get on the spine right there, so I'm not going to mess with it. Let's put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. So if that is going to bug you that you'll have kind of an empty space there, just make sure the way that you turn your stamp so that fills that in a little bit better, kind of like I did on that one there. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I try to hurry because I'm going to be making 3 cards in this video, and I try to keep the video not so long. Oops, that dimensional didn't get adhered very well. So this one I'm going to put towards the top and to the left like that. And then the sentiment we're going to put just right at the bottom. And I just kind of centered it on my DSP. So kind of like that. And then take your linen thread, and I'm just going to tie a cute little bow. I only have issues, I am telling you, when I try to do a YouTube video to make my dang bows. If I'm not on YouTube, I do just fine. Or in my classes. Just anytime I want to record it, it's like, nope, not going to happen. Okay, now I want this to kind of be small. And then, let me grab my scissors and I'm just going to trim off the ends. See what it looks like. Super cute. And then we'll just put a dimensional right on the back. Pick it up with our pick tool. And then this I just kind of put like that right there. Okay guys, there you go. That's card 1. I'll be right back with card 2. Okay guys, I am back with card 2. I think this one is silly and cute. I just really like this one. So I am using the stamp set, Don't Stop Believin', and the little elf, and then there's the sentiment that I'm going to use. So this is how this one comes packaged. And as you can see, it has everything in there that you need to make the project. So I'm sending you the metallic mesh ribbon, and that is already pre-cut for you. Should fit perfectly. And then I'm sending you the real red ribbon, and that is for you to make your little bow. I'm going to try to not move these because as you can see, I have some loose where I was cutting them, putting them in the package. But I'm sending you the wonderful gems. You'll get 2 of the smaller ones, 1 of the larger one, and 1 of the smaller of the clear ones. I'm just going to put that right there. So I'll show you. So you've got 2 that are that size that are red, and then the more clear goldish looking one, you're going to get the same size as the red, but then a larger one down here. And then I sent you a strip of real red that is 4 inches by a 1/2 inch long. We're going to stamp the sentiment. You can banner the ends or you can choose not to. I am going to use the little banner punch and banner my ends. If you do want to banner yours, just use your scissors. I sent you a strip of garden green that is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. Is it 2 3/4 or 1 3/4? Let me look. Can't remember now. It is 1 3/4. Thought I said that wrong. So then your DSP that I sent you, again, is from the Poinsettia DSP. And this piece is cut at 1 1/2 by, what did I just say? 1 1/2 by 4, I think. Yes, 1 1/2 by 4. Can't even remember my measurements. I sent you a Whisper White oval. We'll stamp the little elf on. The card base is a real red, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, and then I just scored it in half at 5 1/2. We'll go ahead and layer these pieces on here really quick. This will go together really quick. What's going to take the longest is the coloring. So then you're just going to center this like that. And then we'll just put some adhesive on the back of here and put it pretty much all the way down to the bottom. I left just a little bit of the real red poking through. Let's move that out of the way and we can start stamping. So I'm going to use Memento ink and I'm going to ink up the elf. And then I'm just going to stamp it right in the center like that. Oh, and let's go ahead and do our sentiments while we're right here. So just ink that up, and I'm using the Memento black again, and I'm just going to stamp it right in the center, and then I'll banner my ends in just a second. My ribbon keeps wanting to go flying everywhere. Okay, so for the blends, I use the dark and light real red. I'm going to use, we don't have garden green, so I chose to use Old Olive. I'm going to use the basic black, the dark, just to go over the lines on the cord is what I decided to do that. And then for her hair, I used the dark soft suede for right there. I'm going to change this one up and color her outfit green, but I think I'm going to color the hat red this time just to break up that color a little bit. So I think I'm going to use the dark real red to do the hat. Now I'm going to, since I told you the colors, I'm going to speed up the video here. So again, it's light and dark real red, light and dark Old Olive, black, and soft suede. So that way you'll know when I'm switching what I'm switching them to, okay? So I'm going to start with the dark real red, and I'll speed the video up here. you can see, just make sure that you're not forgetting the little pieces at the top. Okay, let's put some adhesive on the back. And I'm just putting this on here for the mesh ribbon to stick to. But before I do that, I'm just going to fold it. I'm going to line them up pretty close together. And then I'm just going to like angle the ends, give them a sharp point at the end. And then let's see how we want this to go. Now, before I stick it down, I'm going to make sure that it's not going to stick off of my card. My little bannered ends are not going to stick off. So that looks good. And I'm just going to do it right about like that. Just pick that up. And then we'll put some dimensionals on the back. I'm going to use about 4. Well, maybe 5 since I picked up 2. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Whoops. And then we'll put this right in the center. Like so. And I just thought that ribbon looked so cute because it reminds me of tinsel. So let's go ahead and I'm going to use my banner punch. Banner both at my ends. Get it in there straight. Let's make sure, yep, that looks good. And then you can pop this up or you can use just regular seal. I think I used seal on the first one, but this one I am going to pop up just for fun. Okay. Put that right there. Take our ribbon and I'm just going to tie a tiny little bow. Just kind of pull it out. Grab my scissors and I'm just going to trim those just a little bit. I'll put a mini glue dot on the back. Oops, it stuck to my finger. I felt it. So let's go ahead and do that. And then just pick that up and put that right in the center right there. Okay. Then we'll bring these in. So I'm going to try to use these before I lose them. So this one, let's see if I can. Okay, that worked out well. Put that right there. I got a little bit of ink right there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. And then we'll put this one. Hopefully it won't go flying. There. And then I'm going to use 2 small red ones. And I'm going to put one, I'm going to cover up that little, oops, okay, that picked it up, whatever that was. And then let's put one right there. Okay, guys, so that is card 2. And again, this is how it's going to come. You have everything you need to make this card. I will be right back with our 3rd and final card. Okay, guys, here is card 3 for our make and takes. And I'll just show you again. So this is card 1 in the packet, card 2 in the packet, and then this one is card 3. So that's how I will send them to you. I'm using and also sending you the Snowflake Splendor ribbon. So this is what you'll tie at the top of the little bell. And then I sent you the blue adhesive backed gems. Some of you might have got the lighter, some of you might have got the darker. Either color blends in well with that. So, and then I sent you your bell already die cut out using the blue. Let me show you. I brought it over so I could show. This is the blue 12 by 12 glimmer paper in the holiday catalog. And then I also am using the Feels Like Frost 6 by 6 designer series paper. And let me try to move everything. The stamps that I'm using is Cherish the Season. So this is the bell that I used. So this is the Sound of Season dies. And here are the dies that you get. Very cute stamp sets. Okay, and then let me see. I ran this piece of Whisper White through the Winter Snow embossing folder, and this piece is cut by 3 by 4, I believe. I didn't write my stuff down today like I should have. Now, your strips that I sent you of the Feels Like Frost paper are 1 inch. Mine, I believe, yeah, are 3/4. That's what ended up being at the end of one of them that I cut, and I didn't want to have to cut another full 6 by 6 sheet. So mine are 3 1/4. Yours will be 1 inch, and these are about 3 inches long. And then I sent you the Whisper White label to stamp your sentiment on. And I used the lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch. This coordinates with the lovely bundle in our annual catalog. Okay, now your little bell, as you can see if you flip it over, I did not pop any of these out. So make sure you pop those out. I just felt like it would help everything stay together better if I just left everything in. So if you just flip it over to the back, you'll be able to see where the pieces are that need to be poked out. Okay, let me move that out of the way. So there's our bell. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment. I'm using Balmy Blue ink. I'm just going to ink that up, and then you'll just stamp it right in the center. This card's going to go together super quick. My card base is Balmy Blue, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, and then I just scored it in half. So I'm going to take my Whisper White, and this is the piece that I ran through with that embossing folder, and I'm going to use Stampin' Seal Plus just because it's been embossed. I'm going to put it a little bit more up to the top just to make sure that I have room for at the bottom for my sentiment. If you want to put your sentiment on the bottom first and then put the Whisper White piece down, you can do that too. Okay, so let's peel these off. And then we'll just put this right at the bottom, kind of lining it up the best you can, the ends with that. So let's take, and I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of these strips. And then I just kind of staggered them like so and put them together. Whoops. Try that again. Try to keep them straight. And then just put them right on that Whisper White piece. I put 1 large dimensional. Let me put my ribbon through before I finish putting those on. And so the ribbon, I kind of did one of these to get it to fit through there really good. And just kind of be gentle. You don't want this thing to break. And then I sent you enough, like you can do like I'm doing, like this. And you don't want to pull tight on that at all to make it possibly rip. So I'm just going to keep working it a little bit. And I'm not sure on my first one if I double knotted it. Let me see if I can tell. I think I did. I don't know if you didn't want to do that, you could probably use a mini glue dot to help hold that down once you put it on the card. You just want to be careful when you're pulling that you're not ripping that little holder label thing. So let's go ahead and just cut those off then, and then we'll finish putting on the dimensionals on the back. So then I just went through and put mini dimensionals on the back. Let me see what that is. It looks like a piece of fuzz. Okay, and then I think it's a piece of fuzz from my sweater that I have on. I keep picking up all these extra dimensionals. that I'm not trying to pick up, but I am. Whoops. That's what happens when I accidentally pick up the one I didn't want. Okay, now let's pick the backings off. These minis are a struggle for me. Well, I'm not sure why that one doesn't want to come off. Okay, we'll just start all over with a different dimensional. So let's put that one right there. And just peel those off. I might have to do the same if this one, yep, that one doesn't want to play well either, so we'll just get rid of him. And I'm just going to make sure that my paper there that I just ripped is laying down before I put that down. And then we'll just put the bell kind of like that. I'm going to fix my, and that's what I meant if you want to put a mini glue dot right there, if you just want to really make sure that that stays in place. Then I've got a few of the gems left, so let me turn that around, and I think I put one here. Let me grab my original, and then one there. Let's put one right there. So I sent you 3 so you can place them wherever you want around your card. Okay guys, that's it. So that is the difference, just in case you would like this better. This is 1 inch, these are 3/4. And then this one I ended up using the lighter gems, and this one is the darker one. So if you want to order these, or earn these I should say, spend $25, I will send you this one. $35 you earn this one, $50 you earn this one, and you can also download my Bobby Bucks reward forms and track your orders. That form is on my blog, and then when you fill in the tracker form, when you have it all full, you earn $40 worth of free product from me. And if you also are interested, I offer a monthly kit club that has been going now for almost a year, and it just keeps growing every month, and I just love designing the products for that. So if you have any questions, just let me know, guys. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.